watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
Welcome back to BBN Tonight.
We're happy to bring in Kash Daniel with the UK Sports Network. Kash, after a grueling football season, the team took a vote on whether or not to play in a bowl game. We know that they voted to play. Take a listen to what Coach Stoops had to say about it, and we'll get your reaction on the other side.
And we do plan on playing in a bowl game, by the way. We absolutely do. We had a team meeting this morning, and, the vast majority of the guys are excited and want to play. And there's a few that just need some time. They need some time to heal up mentally and physically, and I completely understand that. But we're excited about moving forward with a bowl game.
Kash, this season has been different than any that you were a part of because those bowl games can be so much fun. It's, a week-long event and you get to do all sorts of cool things. I'm guessing that is not what's going to be happening this time around, and it'll probably just be the game there and back, and that's it. But were you surprised that they decided to play?
No, from the majority of the guys that I've talked to that are still with the team, they strongly voiced their opinion of wanting to play in a bowl game. And just like Coach Stoops said in the team meeting, the vast majority of the team voted yes, and that there is still, a couple guys that need some time. But at the end of the day, the team voted for yes to play in a bowl game. So, like I said and stated before, that it's going to take everybody to be all in if they want to go and do this bowl game right. You can't have 75% in and 25% not in. It's got to be okay. Hey, even though I voted no, my team voted yes. I'm still part of the team. I got to go out and do what my team says. So that's going to have to be the mindset going into this bowl game if Kentucky wants a chance of winning it.
Absolutely. Kash, the big advantage from a team building standpoint is all those extra practices you get leading up to the bowl. Where can you get the younger guys more meaningful practice reps and kind of get them ready for what next year will be like? How important were those practices for the teams you played on?
They were very important, especially when I was a freshman and a sophomore. The first 2 years when I was on campus, we luckily went to a bowl game. We didn't win them, but, we went to them. But, those extra 15 practices for young guys especially, they work wonders. I mean, I can only remember with it being, I think you get 15 extra practices, and then you get the practices down at the bowl site. So that's another 7 or 6, however you want to look at it. But I remember the first 7 or 8 practices, it would just be regular stuff like we'd be back in camp, just running our own stuff and really utilizing this time for those young guys to get in their playbook and to almost get you a little pre-taste of spring ball that's awaiting for them, coming in March. So it's very important for those young guys to get those extra reps. Especially
offensively, things are going to look a little different in March for spring ball because the Cats are going to want to throw the ball down the field more, have a little bit more explosive offense for whoever steps into that position. Given the 2 guys we have returning at QB, Joey Gatewood and Bo Allen, what do you think this offense could look like next year?
It could look very different, Mary Jo. I mean, you're looking at 2 guys that I think have very, similar styles of play, but at the same time, the way that they're built and the way that some of the attributes out there on the field work, there's some sort of difference in there as well. When you look at Joey, he's 6'4", 240 pounds, can run the ball downhill, but has a really good arm behind him. And then you look at Bo Allen, who's barely 6 foot tall, but he can sling it. And from the guys that I've talked about, or talked to throughout camp, they said that both guys look very phenomenal at times, if not better than some of the guys that were in the starting position at the time. But looking forward to spring ball and seeing what this new offense can do and seeing if we have a QB battle come fall.
Real quick, Kash, how do you get a perfect medium rare on a venison steak?
Oh God.
It's hard, man. It's hard, Mary Jo. But you got it's just like football. It takes practice. It takes reps, but. You got to cook it slow and low. That's the thing. Low heat, and you got to cook it slow, man. That's it. Make that thing tender as possible.
I mean, I've looked at your stuff, and it's like mouth-watering. And I love deer meat, anyways. I love venison, so I'm gonna have to try.
I'm gonna have to try as well.
Shout out Joe Rogan for showing me how to do it.
Thank you, Kash. We appreciate you and all your insight this football season. Thanks so much. All right, coming up next on BBN Tonight, we're going to get back to basketball.
Now we're talking Cats in the NBA right after this. Stay with us.